Hey everyone, how's it going? So in this video, we'll show you how to install a Hansshow power frunk. First off, you want to remove the air vent cover. You can do that with your fingers. Next, you want to get a 10mm socket and remove the 10mm bolts. There will be 7 of them. 2 in the top there where the grocery hook used to be, and then 2 on the bottom of the frunk. And then you want to remove the air vent cover, and that's 3 clips. You can just pry it up by pulling up vertically. Here's another 10mm screw next to the windshield washer fluid, and 2 additional ones underneath the cover where the emergency latch is at. And to pull that up, you just pull it vertically. Here's the 7 location. Remember to remove all of them before you start lifting up the front. You want to pry from the top first and lift up with both hands vertically. Make sure not to rub onto your fenders or your bumper. You don't want to scratch those up. Now you have access to your 12-volt battery, which we'll need later on at the end of the video to get the power in. And then remove the original strut. Start one side at a time. We're starting from the driver's side. All you need is a flathead screwdriver. You do need to remove 2 of the hinge, 1 on the bottom and 1 on the front. We'll show a close-up video of that shortly. But here's 2 bolts that holds it down on each of the hinge. There's 2 on each side. 1 on the bottom, 1 on the top where the frunk is located at. Once you remove that, install the new hinge for the Hansshow kit. So they will provide that for you, and the indicator on the hinge will show L as in left side. And use the original nut to retighten it and hand torque it. Don't over torque it. And you can use either a wrench or a manual wrench, and it will do the same job. Here I have a semi-auto wrench. I believe that's what they call it. There's another name for that, but you can use an impactor if you have an extension. So once you tighten that hinge up on the frame itself and on the frunk, then you move on to the right side. So just take your time with this. Try to not hit the fender when you're wrenching it. Either put your palm or your thumb on the bottom of the wrench, so while you're torquing it, you don't damage it. Before you start on the other side, make sure you put the new struts, the Hansshow struts, tuck the wires underneath the plastic cover. Just hide it under as much as you can and pull it out from the other side, because later you will plug that into the Hansshow computer for the power frunk. And you want to hinge it on the bottom, and I apologize for the video. I didn't know the mount slipped a little bit, so you won't be able to see this while I'm installing the hinge on the right side now, but I'll show a close-up in a brief moment. And again, same process on the right side. You want to remove the original hinge on the frame itself and also on the frunk, and then install the Hansshow hinge that came with the kit. So here's a close-up view. There's the hinge. It's also black, but it's a little beefier. And here's the left side with the Hansshow struts. Wire is facing down on the Model 3. So remember that. On the Model Y, the wires face upwards, at least with the latest version of the kit. So this is how I install the struts. I start from the bottom and then clamp on the top. Now we're going to work on the latch itself. The latch in the front of the bumper, or on top of the bumper, that is. So again, you can see a lot of the back of my head, so apologies for that. Hopefully I can zoom in on parts here. So on the right side, there's a plug. You want to pull that out. You can see it connect to the actual hinge itself where the latch is, and just pull that out. So you will attach that to the Hansshow wire later and then do the U-loop. Next, we will be unbolting the actual latch itself. But before you do, you want to make sure you put some tape or marker. Use a light color marker, either blue, white, or a different color. So at least you know when you put it back on where to line it, so you don't have to eyeball it later. So I use painter's tape. So I use 2 pieces on each side of the 2 10mm bolts. And then once you have the tape aligned with the original latch, and you will be using this latch again, so you'll line it up later. So go ahead and take the 2 bolts out, 10mm again, put it aside. I throw everything in the front tray so it doesn't get lost. So here's the addition to the latch. So the Hansshow latch attached to the OEM latch to the back of it, so facing the car itself. But before you do, you want to change out the spring. So take out the original spring. So I did that already. And then now there's a pulley with a metal cable. You want to lock that into that silver latch right there. Hopefully you can see that. And then once it's connected, go ahead and use the Hansshow spring that they provide. It's a slightly stronger spring, so this will help with it unlatching quicker, so your frunk don't get damaged when you're unlocking and opening up your frunk. And you can use your fingers to pull the spring back. I like to lock the spring on top first and then pull the spring on the bottom into its locked position, so you don't need a plier or anything like that. And then after you've done that, go ahead and place both the OEM latch and the Hansshow latch together, and then get the 10mm bolt back in and hand tighten it. Align it with the tape that you place or the permanent marker that you indicated earlier. So then now you don't have to eyeball it. So just go ahead and tighten it as long as it's aligned with your indicator, which in this case is the painter's tape on both sides. So I like to slowly tighten it on one side first, not fully tighten it, and then check the other side to see if it's still aligned, and then tighten the other bolt down, and that's it. So now we'll be connecting all the wires together. So this is the most daunting part, but Hansshow designed all the wires to fit only one wire. So you can't cross wire, you can't make a mistake here. You just have to know where to plug in. There's a lot of wires, so just be prepared for that. What we want to start off with is the struts itself. So we're going to connect the right struts wires. There's 2 plugs on that side, so go ahead and clip those on. These are all waterproof with the latest version. So one good thing about this latest kit compared to its predecessor. And then go ahead and connect the left side strut, the driver's side strut, onto the 2 wires as well. And next, I will go ahead and plug in the remaining wires, starting with that plug on the bottom right of the vehicle. And this is driver's side on the left vehicle here. So plug that in and loop it with the Hansshow wire, and then plug the original wire back in. Next, I will be installing the ground wire. So you can use the one on the left or right that is attached to the body frame. Again, 10mm bolt. And once you have that attached, you can go ahead and install and connect all the other remaining wires. So again, just make sure they're secure and it's not putting any stress, because later on you will be putting the front back in. You want to make sure you organize this very well, and just plug in everything else that fits into the wires. You can't make a mistake here. You just have to know which wire to plug in. So all the Hansshow wires plug into the car, and all the car wires plug into the Hansshow wire. And lastly, you want to go ahead and power up, but before you plug in the computer, okay? So you want to plug the power wire into your 12-volt battery. Now, if you have the new lithium battery, it will be a red tab that you pull up on the right hand side. And go ahead and tighten that. Also 10mm socket that you need. And and you're good to go. Now you can go ahead and plug in the computer. So here is the brains of the system. So you want to pull on that purple tab out and then plug it and push that purple tab back in, and that should do it. So next you want to test it out before you put everything back, because the last thing you want to do is pull everything back out because it didn't work. So go ahead and attach that switch for emergency release back in, so you can plug this in without putting the actual frunk back yet, just to see if it works. So you press on the emergency latch, it should close the frunk immediately. So let's see if it works. Yep, it works. So now you can put everything back. Just make sure take out that last piece, is to zip tie everything, organize all the wires, and you should be good to go. Hopefully you find this video helpful. If you have any questions with how to install this, or if you need an installer, reach out to us on Instagram by direct messenger. Thanks for watching. Catch you all next time. Remember to subscribe.